And there we go. Hi everyone.
Hi, my name is Wacky Wolf AO, and I'm here to correct Tic Tac and Azama's shitty English, because they suck at English. If you don't know who I am, check the Dirge HCA leaderboard, and you'll know who I am. Tic Tac, Azama, who the fuck are you?
We're here to contribute a little thing to Sean's absolute dominance in the speedrunning community right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the least we can do is react to what he does, I guess.
Yeah, so there we go. We can start with both the runs. So we got the 80% and the NTA boss rush. I will put the sound of the NTA maybe just in the beginning, as it will be shorter. Hopla. Here and here.
Are we reacting to like all of his record?
We're reacting to the NTA boss rush and 20%. We can see if we will do round 2 after or whatever. I just thought if we do more, it would be a bit too much.
Oh, we're playing both at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so talented.
Yep, that's it. So no, I put the sound of the 80% because he doesn't have the mic. He wasn't streaming at this moment. I think it would be better.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, 2 crazy runs. He updated them so many. I don't know exactly how many tries it took to reach that first place here.
Probably not
for any percent, it didn't take him too much. NTA he grinded a lot, but the any percent was just like the result of his NTA being so solid.
Yeah,
it's kind of
exactly.
crazy. And he actually got a good Valis in his NTA. He missed that thing. Wow. In the
80%, yeah, you're right. Okay, but on the NTA, Valus is already dead.
Yeah, that was actually a 26 Valis, I think. So
nice.
A good Valis for once. Usually he gets a bad Valis as a Grand World record.
Yeah, but between I think my limit is 27, something like this.
Yeah, you get the 26 and lower if you either do a Shira pawn or you're very fast on the head. And avoid that.
Am I very fast on the head?
Okay, the hump jump for the NTA.
Very fast on the head.
Good hump jump. And honestly, Wacky, your Valis wasn't too bad on the leaderboards, to be fair.
My NTA or HTA?
I think you don't have an HTA Valis, right?
Do I not?
Or do you? I don't know. NTA was better.
Oh yeah, that's right. I could never get on his freaking...
And the jump step on the any percent was also crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the plan instead of Shira pawn on quad, so that lost a bit of time as well.
Yeah, because with the modern gameplay, you can do the... I saw you do this so many times in NTA, the fast jump stab.
Yeah, the Shira pawn, it's very consistent if you know the timing. Yeah. Not difficult at all. But this time he seemed to re-grab maybe, and then he got the plant, I'm not sure. Still very solid, obviously.
Crazy, and we can see here that comparing NTA and 80%, he finishes like Valus 80%, just the same time Quadratus NTA.
Yeah. Honestly, the NTA will be done very quickly compared to the any percent, so...
Will I be done very quickly?
Oof.
And this is a very special episode of Verifying Runs, actually, because the longest one, for sure.
I mean, we reacted to Marcelo's any percent once. So technically, that one was longer because Sean is faster.
Yeah, sure.
But it's a very special one because we're actually reacting to 2 runs at once, which is kind of interesting.
Am I special?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Hey, Tic-Tac, I just want you to note that like your camera is like backwards, and I'm now realizing that you actually look cuter with your hair going this way instead of the other way.
Too bad.
Like, don't you? Huh?
Too bad, Wacky. Plant on Gaius.
Why am I bad?
The plant on Gaius, and this launch you all do the same way. I never succeeded. I had to find.
We actually don't do it the same way. That's the interesting
Not exactly.
thing. Literally everyone does it another way. I don't kid you.
It looks a lot the same when
It
you...
has the same idea. Yours is a little different, like the most different. But in the end, they all accomplish the same thing, and everyone does the movement they have a little different.
But
okay.
On the IL, it's the quadratus on 80%, perfect.
Not perfect because he didn't jump during the cutscene, so he just goes for the plant. This one can actually. Oh, yeah, but he can actually get a faster. Okay, he doesn't even get the plant. That's crazy to me.
Do I get the plant?
You can put your camera vertical again, Wacky.
Wacky.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No problem.
if it's my name better, be Wacky.
Doesn't matter much.
My cameras.
Okay, he's got a plant on Quadratus' butt.
I don't know. The first section here, the first section here in his 90% doesn't look anything special. I know it will pick up pace as it goes, but you could probably save like up to 20 seconds in the first segment here.
Yeah,
do I look anything special?
He's taking all the time and like maintaining his consistency based on no mistake, and as you said, repeating the same thing again. So the launch very consistent now on
60 FPS.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I remember talking about this some months ago, and it wasn't included yet in the NTA. I was being crazy trying it as avian stuff. That's why I couldn't finish any run, but now I'm really happy to see some IL stuff brought to NTA.
Yeah, I mean, when I tried at Foxy's place, when I tried 60 FPS at Foxy's place, I definitely thought it could be possible to use like the launch because it was way easier for sure with the right timing. But Sean just perfected it, and he gets it every time like nothing.
Yeah.
So once PS5 comes out, I hope I can finally keep up with you guys with your fancy PS Pros.
Yeah.
Igor, you keep crossing your arms, which conveys, like body language-wise, that conveys that you're trying to distance yourself from whoever you're talking to. Why are you trying to distance yourself from Azama?
Wacky, I'm just trying to sit comfortably up, but I can't find a position where I'm truly comfortable.
That's what they always say, but then they go and murder.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Here, have some gummy bears to make you feel better. I mixed strawberry, raspberry, and 2 lemons, so it'll be strawberry raspberry lemonade. Here you go.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
And yeah, I'm just gonna ask, but what do you think about putting the aggro moments in double speed?
If you feel like it, sure, go for it.
It might be shorter after. When we reach the Colossus, we can...
But only if you play that music that goes do 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 do.
Yeah, the sax.
I mean, right now you can put it to 1 speed so you can see the AV on while he goes to Gaius, honestly. Put it back.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, let's see the AV on. I am sure that one was as good as always.
Yeah.
Never a jump step, but he doesn't need it to be fast.
Oh, he is very close to the edge. It's okay. Finding the good position here.
Okay, wing drop. That will be cool.
Yeah.
I know Sean has like a very cool new way of doing the wing drop stuff now, where he can get even 122 and
he's
stuff.
He's doing it even sooner here, right?
Yeah, but the transition after is always very cool.
Yeah.
If you look at Gaius right now, yeah, this one is so cool. He goes all the way around, even though it's slower. He doesn't save too much time on the in-between stuff just to get to the Colossi and destroy them utterly. So good timing here, so we can watch Gaius now.
Am I slower?
Than Sean? Everyone is slower than Sean right now, Wacky, so...
Yeah.
Even his goo friend?
I don't know, maybe his girlfriend taught him how to run. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe
what if his girlfriend is secretly Stormglad?
Oh, that would be crazy, yeah. That would explain many things.
It would explain a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know anything about Stormglad. Who knows?
Yeah.
Good launch.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What if that's why Stormglad hasn't been uploading any new IL world?
But
She's been busy teaching Sean.
Honestly, this Gaius thing, the finding the cycle stabs like we do in IL better than the plant position will be the next improvements to bring to NTA for sure.
I mean, if you want to talk about improvements, you just would go for belly first IL. There's no other way.
Yeah, but this is like way harder to do. I didn't ever make it once, dude, and I practiced
I mean,
hours.
I saw you. Look, one cycle barber away. So good.
Yeah.
He's so content.
And he could use the move? Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy if you go for that, because sometimes you lose grip.
Yeah.
The guy
okay, but cycle stabs, very nice cycle stabs on...
Yeah.
Oh, all the cycle stabs on Barba's head.
Oh, that's sad. He could have gotten like another 35-second Barba.
And I watched it, and I think the Barba isn't going very friendly here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you try to interrupt Barba. I mean, no, it's still a decent time. Could have been a lot better.
Of course, sub 50 is like always very good. It's 50, so 40.
I mean, in the last record, Sean got like a 35-second Barba. That's why he's losing time here. Crazy.
Am I losing time here?
Compared to Sean? I mean, I think you had a decent Barba before.
Barba, black sheep, have you any dragons? Yes, sir, yes. 3 whole pail. 1 for my daddy, 1. And 1 for the little boy who seems...
You keep cutting out for some reason.
I sang a song about the black dragon. But it was Barba. Barba.
So now maybe you can watch like Sean's lineup for 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Because the crazy
already, yeah.
Because the crazy thing is in 60 FPS the lineup itself is also faster because Hydrus turns earlier.
Yeah.
Am I
like
faster?
Another second.
But the thing is, this jump stab is definitely, I can tell you, way more consistent if you just turn into 30 FPS.
That's interesting.
At this moment, I've had like 95% success, just 1 or 2, some mistakes I wasn't really focused on. It's way better, but on 60 FPS, I think that jump stab is like needs the double of precision of something like this. A shorter window to do it. But I definitely
Sean doesn't care.
Yeah, Sean doesn't care, and that's super cool.
Do I care TikTok?
But actually, in game time, you could do the thing I say without losing so much. It's losing much more real time. My splits are just like this.
But I mean, if it works for you, of course, go for it. I mean, if it was timed RT, you would still do it that way, right?
And honestly, in game time won't change much. It's just more precise. What the fuck?
Let's look at this Phaedra.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually managed to do the Phaedra launch in any % before as well, but it's a lot more difficult to get the lineup. So he'll just do this one.
Yeah. Okay. In any %.
Which is still very fast. The way he does it, it's also very consistent to not get the shakes usually.
I just see all that as great news because he shows more than anything like consistency and
versatility.
No, exactly. He shows serious consistency in the 80%, and that also shows that craziness is still possible in 80%. He didn't like destroyed the whole game meta. Meta, you know. I know it's still very crazy to attempt some things in 80% more than anything, but it's cool to know we still have those possibilities. Like we've seen during the marathon, I think during the Team Eco Marathon, Foxy tried the jump stab and succeeded the jump stab on Avion. Well, it didn't work out after, but so these are crazy moments we can still expect, look for.
We will have to improve our strats to keep up with Sean, but when he will have to improve on those as well. So
meme stab, the meme stab that killed me actually in my PV, because I had a roll just after this. That was the exact meme stab.
That's why the roll is usually a bit crazy. You just want to keep stabbing. And if you get memed, usually you will have to reposition. It's all risky, crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
But nothing bad happened there. I'm interested to see, like, the Bass run was the only thing that he really lost time on. Of course, he lost time on Barba as well, but that's just because his earlier PB had the craziest Barba ever, like 35 seconds in a boss rush.
And in 80%, each time you go back to the temple, the placement of aggro, is there anything you can do to make it like always close to you, or is he always the same place?
For Basra?
For any Colossus aggro?
Some Colossi reset the position, but specifically for Basra, you need a different lineup.
I mean in the temple, when you just in 80%, when you start...
okay, in the temple it's always the same position per Colossus.
Okay, thanks.
So you have to like know where aggro is every time.
Okay. Okay, Bassaran NTA here, struggling a bit, trying to find the position, but those movements...
Usually Sean always gets the plant, but I think he will get trolled here. Yep.
Yeah, the whole animation.
That's ugly. Especially when you get a 35-second that casually. It's crazy.
Igor, am I ugly?
No.
Good.
Okay, he had a plan so he could do it. We can see his face moving like...
yeah, that's like 20 seconds that he could save on top, pretty much, showing the potential. Plus 20 from plus 1. Insane.
Yeah, when we see his splits, so here on the stream, I guess it's difficult, but yeah, he's got 20 seconds more than the PB, the actual PB, so this is crazy. His sum of best is certainly 13...
Sub 30.
Sub 13? Really?
Sub 30, yeah. 29-28, real time.
No, but I mean in-game time. What would it represent?
I'm not sure. It's definitely sub 13.
Yeah, sure, but sub 13, I'm not sure. So like 30.10, 0.20.
Yeah,
his sum of best, I asked him actually the other day for his some of the IL PBs like he had during his runs. And because I think it could be really crazy.
Okay, Avion and Dirge at the same time. Is Dirge going a little around, losing time?
It's okay. He shot the arrow. Ah no, it could have been.
Wing up and the any percent as well.
Yeah. And here he's doing again the move pretty faster, sooner.
Yeah, I definitely do it later than him because I'm more comfortable. It depends on what you do in between.
Okay.
Because you hold certain buttons.
Okay,
and again,
trying,
almost.
But the thing is, he's trying this fast thing from the, how do you call that? This part of the... This part of Avion?
Avion's neck. Back.
Yeah. He tried recently to do this fast launch, fast jump to the tail.
Yeah, I saw that. It's insane.
And you can actually get that thing from the wing.
For sure.
Okay, great. Finishing.
Minus 20 seconds now on the any percent. This time he's actually moving towards the tentacles because in-game time is still running during these moments. So it's definitely worth it. Not so important in boss rush, but in any percent it is.
Yeah, sure.
His Celosia, I think it's always consistent. He has like a very distinct way of doing it without any risks. Yeah, it's okay.
So yeah, this strat for Celosia here. Can't see.
I mean, you only save like 5 seconds maybe if you do it the other way, so not necessary for now.
Yeah, as we said, it's more. His work and his runs are more about serious consistency on the things we know, and we can see the crazy results it would get That's
yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't expect it to be so crazy without including more of the IL stuff. He lowered the time with this consistent stuff.
yeah.
I mean,
sub 30.
Very nice here.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing for sure. Like, if you let me think for a second there. Yeah, I remember when Hammer started out running NTA boss rush for a little bit before he stopped again. He was talking about putting in a good boss rush, like in-game times, nothing too crazy, into the calculator, and said, "Oh yeah, that would be sub 15, ha ha ha." And everyone was like, "Yeah, ha ha ha," as if anyone would get that ever.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to be consistent. Sean was like, "Yeah, I can do that, no problem." That's like the difference, right? No, just doing it, not messing up anything for the most part, just small stuff.
And again, what's crazy is how we still have a long way in some categories. I mean, obviously more in 80% than NTA, but
NTA feels honestly dead unless someone really improves a lot and gets to Sean's level. I can see myself getting a sub 16, maybe sub 1530, but sub 15 is a whole nother level. Okay, the Pelagi goes well as always, while the Barba cutscene skip. I'm actually very bad at this skip, but it's fairly easy to time.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is very nice.
Yeah, it's a bit different in 60 FPS where you land, but Sean found a way to make it very fast. And that's obviously faster in-game time. You wait out and then you use the glitch. And it doesn't work in boss rush, sadly, because in the IL you can't grab, because you're locked, like stunned for a bit before you can do anything. But the crazy thing about that actually is there's a PS2 version, I'm not sure if it's the European or the US one, where you can actually move and where you could do this in an IL. It would be very interesting to see.
Am I very interesting to see?
Yeah, wacky. Again, minus 33 seconds out of nothing, basically, just doing well.
Okay, we can see a very nice phalanx here.
Yeah, like, he learned to do that with modern controls. I've tried for ages to make this work on modern controls, never was able to.
He's aiming with modern controls, wow.
Yeah, and okay. It's a lot more difficult, but he was just like, I can do it, and he's more consistent than I am at it, so yeah, he just gets it.
Yeah, and very, very nice first stab here. He's gonna
he won't switch to classic or anything.
No, he's not rolling here.
Yeah, no. Probably too scared to lose the run to something stupid. Because I remember in his last run, he had a 140 phalanx and was very disappointed. Basically,
here it will be 110.
Yeah, probably. Which is crazy because you were always like thinking about how crazy boss rushes could get with like the IL phalanx.
Yeah.
The question was like, you know, an RNG thing. Who would ever get that in a good run? But Sean made it consistent again.
Yeah, so it's sub 110, and that's actually very good without the flap boost or the wing jumps. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't need those in NTA boss rush. He's 30 seconds ahead of his last PB now.
Yeah, that's major, of course, here. That's a huge part of the time we talked about. And yeah, who would be... Yeah, something similar to Phalanx would be Kuro, but the RNG is much less interesting because it's not one out of 2, it's 1 out of 4 to get something really sexy with Kuro. And it's so hard, the jump stab.
Imagine if he found an RNG manipulation, and then people could actually try to like go for the jump stab stuff.
But this is like yeah, if anyone finds it, and I'm waiting for it. Last time I've been practicing on stream on Kuro, I was asking everyone, did you find something?
I know that Rico is actually good enough to see through the camera thing moving what
same.
RNG it is, and then he can just accordingly do the jump stabs. He actually does it in boss rush like it's nothing. That's
Really?
like crazy skill, yeah. But most of the time, if it's like the slow animation, it feels so slow, you know.
He had the perfect, a very good
super jump. Yeah.
Did he change the frame rate here?
Yeah, obviously he did.
Yeah, okay. Because
he always does.
Sorry, you don't have to be so rude.
No, I'm not rude.
Okay.
I said that Sean isn't good enough to do 60 FPS super jumps.
Yeah, and I did a bunch of them, but after breaking my thumb.
Yeah, it's like basically
but
you're
it's
reducing
more powerful. It's more powerful. It's like the double harder and needs the double precision again. It's a thing with like a window for inputs stuff. So it's obviously really hard, and you need more luck than for the 30 FPS. But you can get results going to the top or almost to the top.
I like how Wacky is just playing on her Switch. Very involved in the reaction.
It's a long reaction today. We do some breaks.
Yeah, it's fine.
The 80% placement for Idris intro is, I know, really important and difficult. Yeah.
It's probably the most inconsistent trick that people actually do in a run.
He
but
really,
I mean,
really focused doing this every time.
Foxy and Sean got very good at it. So I think there is a consistent way of doing it every time. But I remember when Church was running any percent back in the day, it was basically like a coin flip at best. So he's waiting for Hydrus to pass the back pillar, and then he's counting the swims. And if you see an animation like that, you know you're on a good way. And that's how it works.
1 second, I had his camera on the NTA, like working on the 80%, and he was not watching anything, doing the Idris stuff. So I was, wow, he's so chill doing Idris.
Yeah, I assumed he was chill. He's always very chill by running. That's why he's so good.
Am I so good?
Yeah, but I guess he at least watched the screen.
With the jump step, doing the Argus thing.
Very, very nice. Oh, fast. Oh.
Yep.
He
no
could,
problem.
Almost have the no hand animation stuff.
Yeah, but that's too risky. He's specifically waiting to not get it.
Yeah, sure.
Now it's like still a 39, 37 or 36 if you don't get the plant, but still good enough. I think it's still like... Yep, 38.
Oops. No, mais 80%. Yeah, sure. It's okay. Yeah, and I know Argus has trolled Sean quite a bit.
Yeah, he actually had to work on it to improve his consistency, but since then it's like nothing for him.
And as you said, he's waiting, but it's crazy the way he did Argus here, waiting like 1 full second, just standing on the hand, and you can shake at any moment.
Yeah, I usually hold on instead of standing, but...
yeah, but he was just standing like this for 1 second. It's so shaky here.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing, basically. Also, the Malice, he does all the crazy things. I think he does them like pitless, a bit slower than you, so it doesn't save as much time. Basically, only 2 seconds or something. But he's still doing it because he's so consistent at it.
Yeah.
And he just does it, even though it's like a good run as well, because I would never do that. Even though I know how to do it, you know?
And so... aggro it's always Sorry, but in 80% I saw in the end it's a lot about going like that movement with aggro. How do you call that in English? To go fast, full speed.
Accelerate.
Yeah, the fast.
Yeah, just do the fast start, basically.
The fast start. Yeah. You do basically only this and getting back to zero or bumping into walls.
Yeah, whenever there's like a slow section, like in the forest, you have to do it to save time, and you save a lot of time doing that. That's why it's so crazy how like, whoa, nice side jump.
Very nice, yeah.
He didn't do that on Gaius, I'm surprised, because this one is more difficult, I feel like.
And he's got the whole setup here to reach even the bracelet faster on Malus. This, I want to work on that to be able reaching the bracelet sooner, because in the basically he shot the arrow after.
He shot it early, yeah.
Yeah, and no, the other moment a bit after. It was a few months ago, but now he shot the arrow, the fast arrow.
I mean, this run was basically, besides the bass run and few small things, was basically perfect. Yeah. Like, obviously it can still improve, but it's crazy that he got to that point. I was always joking on his stream about sub 30 RTA boss rush before PS5. I think I remember him talking about how it's probably possible, but PS5 will make it easier, most likely. But yeah, crazy.
Yes, he's very happy here.
Of course.
Great, yeah.
You can just pause it here, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe I'll leave it for a moment and we'll see, but...
He has a sick layout.
Do I have a sick layout, Eagle?
He changed a lot recently with OBS and some plugins. I kind of envy him. I don't have on XSplit, but yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah,
it's cool to see like everything on his side, on his stream, on his gaming sessions, kind of improving the same way. More than only speedrun. From the technical speedrun.
Okay, yeah,
no,
sure.
But I wanted to see if maybe we can find.
Maybe put the New Game Plus on. I think that would work out.
Don't you want the platinum full speed? Like, it would be just so entertaining.
Half speed to commentate every single bit in much detail.
Yes, we go for 24 hours like this. Which one is it? I can't see very well.
New Game Plus IMG speedrun. This one.
Oops.
Yeah, I think that will work out.
Oh, but it's not the... No, this is a...
This is the glitched version, yeah.
Okay, this is New Game Plus. As you want, but I was looking for all the coins, but fast, very fast.
All kinds. I mean...
Just for entertaining thing, we just can stay focused on 80%.
I mean, the New Game Plus is very entertaining. We don't have to go too much into detail, but he's skipping Colossi.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I didn't see much of it, actually, so I'd be interested.
I mean, I can explain it when he gets to the first glitch. Valus will be as normal.
I wish I could.
Okay. Valus is normal, so I can maybe put it faster? No need.
Just leave it at that. I think it'll work out timing-wise anyway.
Yeah.
Let's watch Bassaran, because that one is always interesting on any percent. The lineup here, you have to be pretty precise how you enter the arena, and then you have to wait for a certain animation before you go. And even then it fails for me sometimes, but I think he's got it pretty easily. Yep, no problem whatsoever.
Those things, like the setup on 80% I'm really impressed by this, I gotta admit, because I don't know at all, and it's...
I mean, let's say, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could learn it fairly quickly, but it's definitely like a change of, let's say, it would put you out of your comfort zone to run any percent at first, and might be a little bit like demotivating just because things work don't always work on any percent. And he loses the plant.
Yeah, and I think the same way to start boss rush, you need to be to practice a bit your IL. Before starting any percent, you need to got a consistent and something you're happy with in NTA. I mean, not all the players had it, but it's like good working that way, I guess. So when I'll have a good NTA, I'm happy of then maybe 80% someday, but I'm not quite sure.
Igor, do I put you out of your comfort zone?
Sometimes with your questions, yeah.
about comfort zones.
Put the cord out of Wacky.
Oh, sorry.
Have fun with your Switch.
Poor you. I hate you sometimes.
It's okay, Wacky. I know it's difficult for you to focus for so.
What, babe?
I know it's difficult for you to focus for that long. It's okay.
That's like you saying I know it's difficult for you to not be autistic.
It's fine.
Doesn't sound like it. Yeah, I could have received that thing too. Not being focused. Basically, that's the thing why I prefer IL to any long run.
Because you lose focus, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the most difficult thing was when I ran like platinum percent, because at some point you please just end, just make this run stop. By the way, here's the glitch. He's going into the item menu while going into the IL, and since he entered the IL from the item menu, the game thinks that he entered a real fight in the overworld. And now game thinks, okay, he's fighting like the Colossus before Barba, which would be Avion. So now the game thinks he's fighting Avion, and then he resets, goes back to the game and fights Quadratus. Basically, after he kills Quadratus, Avion also dies in game.
Okay.
So you can like decide which Colossi you don't want to fight, and later on they're just skipped, saving a lot of time.
Okay, so he's doing the thing again on Quadratus?
Yeah, this time on Quad to reset the positioning, because otherwise the game
wouldn't... he's gonna fight it? No.
No, he's not fighting it. Basically, he has to do this one to reset the game into letting him fight Quadratus.
Okay, the statue.
Yeah, did you see that?
The statue destroyed.
And now he just has to fight Quadratus, and the game thinks that Avion also dies.
This is so cool. I didn't get very fun.
I wanted to run this way more. Oh, and he also gets Dormant Sword, because he loses all items when he prays, because it resets, sees his stamina and health, it's at normal again, because it reset to the IL, but he has all coins, and it's glitched out, so he can just get the Dormant Sword and now go to Quadratus.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing. I wanted to run this...
That's the weirdest thing.
Kinda.
I'm so happy this kind of thing exists with Shadow. It's so cool to like disturb and make the normal order explode.
Yeah, and I wanted to run this category way more, but without an SSD or Pro, each loading time. Like, I got a run very close to Sean's run, but it was like 10 minutes slower real time. It annoyed the hell out of me. Maybe on PS5 I'll give it a go.
Maybe, again. But I mean, for you it's also... you can be chill IRL, you've got more time.
More time to not do anything and just wait out for loading times. Usually I don't care, but in this category it's extreme because you have 4 loading times right after another.
You can try playing another game in the same time, maybe.
Yeah, right. Shiny hunting, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shiny hunting.
Just do Crystal Lugia, yeah. Okay, now the Dirge on any percent is also weird, but he gets it pretty well.
Cool arrow.
Yeah, I still wasn't able to get the same lineup as an NTA so far, so that could save a little time, but he's doing fairly well here. Could have even jump stabbed here if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Slow stab. Yep. I think he does like a 90% stab instead of he does half a 90.
Because that's putain, I'm so happy to see that because that's also the way I do for it seems very logic. You do a full stab, then you do the very precise one, and you can adapt it with the next one. Very often I do the last stab not perfectly full, but like a bit less to adapt. And
he always does 1.5 and 90%, I think.
He always do like this. Okay, that's good to
I'm
know.
way more comfortable the other way personally, but to each their own, whatever works.
Maybe somehow it's more precise.
It's easier to find a check mark on how to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Wacky does it the same way. You know Wacky? Dirge? You know how you do Dirge?
I use the cum stain on the wall as
No, not that one. Where you do one full step, one half step, and then a 90% step.
Oh yeah, that I do like a stab and then like a 90 or 80% stab, and then I do a stab that goes the inner circle.
But that's the thing, because in the inner circle this is more precise and it goes fine. You need to be faster to have a faster reaction to target it precisely, and so finishing by the 80 to 100% stab by the end, it's like a way to adapt and try to, and that's very cool. I think a safer setup.
Here he's praying at Kuro first to kill off Hydrus, and then he goes to Gaius. But, I think he might get Dormant Sword for Gaius, because I think, at least I will try to do that, is to do Aiel Gaius, and it's easier because you have the Dormant Sword, so you one-shot the belly. So it's an easier timing. I don't know if he does it here. Maybe not, but he might still get the sword. Yeah, he goes for the sword. And Selose is also very cool in any percent, if you take a look at that.
Yeah, the way to rid the area is cool. With the Mimi Rock, you call it that way?
Meme Rock, yeah.
Meme Rock, yeah.
I learned how to avoid it after it killed another run of mine where it was on World Record page. So I was like, okay, let's just find a setup to avoid it, and then it's fine. I think Sean also has a very distinct setup.
Do I have a distinct setup?
Probably.
A stinky setup?
Maybe.
I don't like being stinky, so I don't have stinky setup.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't want to be stinky. I'm not a stinky girl. I'm a sweetie.
We can hear your Pokemons, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Oh.
Did he think he would go to Argus? Because that was quite the wide turn. Maybe not. Because I think he lost some time on the routing there. Maybe not. But it felt weird to me because he was looking towards Argus.
Do I feel weird to you?
Sometimes, but it's okay. Okay. Easy. Sometimes you can grab the ledge and it's even faster because you can avoid the stun. That's what he was going for.
I also saw that thing he mentioned you while doing this. It's in NG+, I think. We might see it on the... Oh, and I should change here. I'm so sorry. NTA, not at all.
New Game Plus.
NG+, no EMJ? IMG?
Yeah, no, it is IMG.
So...
No, it's OMG. OMG, you actually did this shit and skipped a Colossus. Holy shit.
Yeah.
OMG. That's why I
And so that thing with to get the wood stick on Celosia with a bomb arrow.
Yeah, we will see that in the run for sure if he thinks about it.
That's cool.
Even though I thought about... never mind. Maybe we'll see.
Do you think it would be a good idea to start with NG+, to start 80% with NG+, better than normal? Because it's shorter? And because
any
of the...
percent, where you want to run any percent?
If I want to start any percent someday, starting with the
NG+.
NG+.
I mean, you could totally just, not New Game Plus, but the no IMG version, where you have the Queen Sword or Dormant Sword.
Oh,
that way you can just practice in between stuff.
Yeah, sure.
That would work, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have all the routing and could focus on the routing. That's actually a good idea, yeah.
Okay.
But one crazy thing that I'm not sure if he does it in New Game Plus, but you can also reset the whole Colossus setup by preying on a dead Colossus. And so you can basically slow CS dead until you prey on his corpse, and then slow CS revived and you can fight it.
Wow.
And but you would lose the items. So I'm not sure what he does here, but that would be faster because you don't have to run to a statue. But I had like a setup where you could basically get the Dormant Sword on the Colossus before Celosia, and then keep it for Celosia in a way where it works. It was a very weird thing. What?
Can you say dead?
Dead.
Thank you. It kept sounding like you were saying like pray to the dad Colossus. I'm like, what? Their father? What? When did that happen?
Yeah, anyway, it's confusing, but it's a strategy that goes very deep in the Game Plus. What?
Also, if you explained that whole thing, someone who didn't know what Shadow of the Colossus was, it would sound like the most out of context thing ever. Like, oh, then you have to pray to the corpse.
Yeah. It is. This is basically this category. It's a whole other thing that nobody understands, really.
A whole new world, a crazy skip no one thought of before. How did it go? She find this? It's crazy piss. How on earth does someone really have nothing better to do?
Shut up, Lucky. You know, once someone finds a way to do something like that in any percent, everything breaks loose.
Even Wacky? Like, I just imagine Wacky going crazy and, like, squealing autistically at something and, like, chasing it.
Kinda. So Pelagia is another crazy thing on any percent, because the lineup for it just doesn't work the same way, but Sean still found a way to do the same lineup. And I tried to do it, Foxy tried to do it, but it's weird. It's a different timing, but you can still grab Pelagia's head, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Because so far, besides a few small time losses, I don't think he failed anything, which in any percent is actually very, very good. That's basically all you need to get any percent world record. Just don't fail the skips. So it's kind of like Sean got so good at the NTA to not reset that he can translate the same thing to any percent, which makes his runs just so much better. Like I could
so much better.
I see. Yeah.
So I think Foxy might be better at any percent, but Sean is just better at Shadow of the Colossus, which got him the edge, you know?
Yeah.
He's just treating it like a boss rush with pauses.
Yeah.
Which usually, if you don't have the consistency, just leads you to do a mistake somewhere, and that's what kept Foxy from getting the sub 1. But Sean just doesn't do mistakes, so I assume he won't do any mistakes from here on out, and then you'll have to...
So he'll always wear a condom?
I heard
you said
condom.
He won't do any mistakes, so he'll always wear a condom?
Yes, sure. That's the answer now. And I forgot what I wanted to say, but yeah, the one thing we usually see during the speedruns, any speedrun, next to the timer, we see the attempts and the retries. And I think overall, if we could have done this 4 months with everyone, it would be very interesting to watch. I mean, not so much the total, but like at a certain period, how many tries did they had to get those new PBs?
Yeah.
All the top players. I mean, you even you too.
I have a lot of retries because I'm not consistent at all.
and that's the thing with Shen. I think the ratio, the balance,
ratio of good runs compared to the full runs. Yeah, he just gets a good run every other run. Yeah.
Azama.
Yeah.
Do you like tea?
Yeah, like that.
I made you some tea.
Oh, thank you. That's the Pokemon thing. Yeah. So how is it? It's free, right?
Yeah, it is. It's so talented.
Okay.
It's fun.
And so how is the free to start thing? And what do you have to buy to be so hyped with Pokemon?
This one or Pokemon Unite?
This one.
Pokemon...
This one. This one.
Oh, it's so talented.
And what can you buy in it? What are the microtransactions in this game?
The microtransactions. Let me look here. There's a special Pikachu pack for $3.99. The Acorns Everyday pack for $7.99. Pokemon Party pack for $3.99. Item pack A for $1.99. Item pack B for $6.99.
And those are effects for the upcoming day?
Yeah, like puzzle.
Wow.
Effects.
Okay.
The most expensive thing I can find on here is for $54.99.
We can see that in NG Plus here, he didn't walk to the tendrils faster.
I don't know why.
Because supposedly it's not a boss rush here, so should be.
Yeah,
it's a way to improve. You can improve World Recall here.
Oh, I think I can, definitely, because since the run is so short, especially with a PS5 coming up and stuff, you could maybe try the crazy stuff, like even going for Phaedra launch and 90% and stuff like that. I could imagine.
What do you think would be the time of this NG Plus run updated with his 80% now? The
skills?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what his run was there. It's very difficult to say in RTA. I didn't run the game enough.
32. It would be sub 30 is possible, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All
I'll
right.
just assume so.
Did you just assume my gender?
Stop it. By the way, the Pelagio and 90% was also as perfect as it gets because he can just do the lineup where he gets onto the head in a perfect way, which I have to practice because I have no idea how he does it.
Mm-hmm.
But Phalanx is actually the one where optimization could be happening because Aiden was trying to do the Aiel way.
In 80%?
Yeah, and I don't think anyone has figured that one out yet.
Mm-hmm.
So as this run gets more and more optimized, you could look for things like that to improve upon. But I think, yeah, Sean's 90% run is probably just a very, very solid NTA put into like any percent, and that's what gives him so much.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy is happening, he's just not failing anything. Which makes the whole run so goddamn consistent and crazy.
Am I consistent and crazy or just crazy?
I don't think he's looking for the setup here.
No, he's not. He's just doing the most consistent thing. But here you could save like 30 seconds if you knew how to do the Phalanx Aiel lineup.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Azama, do you want some too, Azama?
Well, you need to throw them like this. I can catch
Yeah, here, I'll give you Christmas colors. I know you probably don't celebrate Christmas in Spain. You got like Kwanzaa or some shit.
Okay. Blah, thanks. Oh, fuck. The sound.
Just make sure to share some with your kitty cat.
Ah, yeah, sure. I'm gonna find her.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nothing is happening.
I'm good for the strawberry flavored one. Cats love strawberry.
Yeah, I'm not sure if feeding your animals gummies is the best idea.
Why not?
I don't think they can digest that stuff, if I had to take a guess.
We can digest it just fine.
Well, it's kind of like What's the thing that dogs die from? Chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
No, even more stream improvement. That's a black cat.
Oh wait, can we see the cat? Wait, where is it? Oh, kitty! Pictures. He's so talented. What's his name?
She's called Sun.
Sun?
Yeah.
Sun Pie?
Sun, como Sun. Como like 3 in Japanese. That's the easiest way to spell it, I guess.
Me and Tic Tac went to get a cat someday, and we're thinking naming it Daddy.
No.
Daddy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's
like,
your idea, Wacky.
like, come here, Daddy. Are you hungry, Daddy?
No.
Oh, Lucy.
The idea was Lucy, by the way, Wacky.
Are you hungry, Daddy?
Yeah. No, honestly, it's better to have a dog named Daddy because you can be like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good daddy? Oh, come here, Daddy. Oh, you want
I
a
think you
very
should
red
call him Sean now.
Sean?
Yeah.
Sean?
Sean
Who's a
is
good
now
Sean?
a better ID than Daddy, for sure. Are you hungry, Sean?
God.
Don't you want to do that at home with your cat? Alright.
Igor, can we get 2 cats named Lucy and Sean? Imagine if Sean's IRL girlfriend is actually named Lucy and we didn't even realize.
We'll see.
Well, Sean will see this, right? So, like,
Yeah,
he
I
could
see
tell
so.
us what his girlfriend's name is
Oh,
later.
look, he actually failed the barba skip in his... He fell down in level rain. Yeah, he got the backup, but that actually costs him time. So I can definitely contest this.
And doing here, yeah, well.
Yeah, still good. And here he didn't get the dormant sword because it's too much out of the way. No, but like seriously, while looking at the Sean any percent, if he doesn't make any mistakes from here on out, it's basically as difficult as getting like a sub 16 NTA boss rush, but with aggro sections in between.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is kind of crazy, unless you improve on strategy.
And again, in 80%, only those moments, those placements you need to get to
yeah, it's even stricter because you can't reset. Yeah.
This is something...
Can I reset?
Way more difficult here.
Yeah.
So what I mean is like this difficult, those difficult parts are kind of balancing those things he does in boss rush and doesn't in 80%. Maybe it can happen because there is also this very difficult thing sometimes with 80%. So I guess that's enough.
Azama?
But yeah. Tell me.
Do you like pancakes?
Oh, yeah, but I don't eat pancakes a lot here.
Oh, you don't? Wait,
much
are they not a
pancakes
thing in Spain?
Not much, huh? That's pretty sad, yeah. I'd like to have pancakes every morning, but... but I do... Oh, putain! Eevee pancakes, what the fuck? Is that cheese on the left? Oh no, it's cream. Okay, I thought it was a camembert next to the cake, next to the pancake. Like, not the morning, sorry. Can you have shiny pancakes?
Shiny pancakes.
Can you try out the shiny pancakes?
Yeah.
Like of a shiny Pokemon? I haven't seen that so far, but I'll definitely look out for it in case it is a thing.
Shiny pancake reset on A-Drive stream.
Hey, you just add to your stream ASMR and boom, it explodes. You've got 20,000%.
We'll record the ASMR attempts, yeah.
And putain, I was talking about this with Bob. I don't remember.
Me and Igor were of these
these food items in the game, like IRL and stuff, and like doing like cooking videos for it. So we've got Eevee latte. We've got the Lilligant tea, which I showed you before. The fluffy Eevee pancakes. Here we have Doug Trio sandwiches. Don't those look pretty cool? Doug Trio sandwiches.
Nice, very nice. Yeah. So he's doing the skip thing with Kuro here.
Yeah, that gets. He wants to fight Kuro, so he has to do it again to get back to Kuro. Because if you don't reset the thing, the game will think you have to go to like. He prayed to Zenobia, so the game would think you would have to go to Zenobia, and the fight wouldn't trigger.
Okay, so in total, what are the Colossi? The Colossi he doesn't beat. He doesn't fight.
I mean, he beats Valles, Quad, Gaius, Phaedra, then skips over Avion, does Barba, skips over Hydrus, does Kuro, skips over... No, I think he even does Bassaran. But then he skips over everything but Celosia and Malus.
Okay. Okay, Celosia, Malus, okay. No phalanx in this.
No phalanx, no Pelagia, none of that bullshit, yeah.
Okay.
Apropos bullshit, let's see if he gets a good super jump. Because if he gets a good super jump, I'm depressed. Because maybe... Yeah, because maybe at some point I want to try to get this, but imagine if he gets a good super jump here. Still okay. Good.
Still good. Still good, yeah. And there is this moment you try to be jumping while he hits the tower, and shaking here is like, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to do on classic controls because you can just move over there and then do the auto-aim thing. That's what I usually do.
Oh, and I need your help with something because the only big reason I don't do the jump on quad is...
Oh! Time
wow.
Actual
okay,
time
the wacky jump, yeah. Wacky jump.
Sean isn't perfect.
My god. But yeah, the jump without modern controls.
Oof. That one is tough. I know that Church, when he got back into the game, just did a slower version of that. But that way you just get like a 51-second run or something like that. 51. I would almost like advise you to learn modern control only for quad.
I've done it. My IL is like this, 47, something like this.
Yeah, that's okay. You can learn the timing a little better, and then you got it pretty easily.
And I didn't have the final jump stab here. Anyway, but yeah, did he do again this side jump in NG+? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Here.
I haven't looked at this New Game Plus. The New Game Plus is just there to fill out the space, I feel like.
Yeah.
We will have to look at Celosia, though. The Celosia is very interesting. But yeah, see, he lost like 11 seconds on Zenobia.
Oops.
Yeah, it's still crazy because it's not that bad at all. You wouldn't complain about a Zenobia like that usually in any percent, because at least you got super jump, and that's fine.
No, you didn't lose like a minute. I mean, at this point, everything needs to be in its right place, and it's still the new world record. And as I said, honestly, the most interesting to me is like how crazy it is to reach that level, and the whole story behind the dude and everything. But it's also so good to see the opened windows, I would say, like pushing the... he's not only destroying the game, he's showing how far we can go on after this.
Exactly.
And that's super cool. It's an opportunity to see...
yeah, the game wouldn't be pushed so far without him.
Because without this consistency stuff and maybe this mentality he had, we could have been pushing way more the IL stuff, or maybe it could have been more disorganized and not reach this clear
for sure.
potential.
Yeah, he's making the world records look good, let's say.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Hammer got like the NTA boss rush world record, he was like complaining, my run doesn't look that great, I did a lot of mistakes and stuff, but that's what was the best that was available, basically. And Sean actually makes him look clean, you know?
Clean, that's it.
And from here on out, we know that if someone beats these records, the records will even look even more cleaner. They're not just like one Colossus is worse, so one is better. It has to be on point for sure.
I'm not sure, because at this level I think it might be more about madness or not. So it could look a bit less sharper, but if you get on one Colossus, something that saves 10 seconds, I don't know.
Even then, the other ones can't be bad, you know? We still have to have a very high level of consistency.
Of course.
Or to still keep the time safe.
I just think it's important, even at this level, to see how it's not unilateral,
yeah.
And it's still we still have things to watch and time to spend on Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, Avion, jump step, guys, all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Do you like pizza?
Yeah.
I made you a Pokemon pizza.
Poke pizza, wow.
It's amazing.
It looks like an
something that
omelette.
we could probably actually make more easily than the other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we can use black olives for the eyes of Rowlet and stuff, and like little mint leaves for the bow tie stuff, right?
Or basilic.
Yeah, and then like
basil.
cheese for the face and craft. Yeah.
I ate a cake with basil the other day. It was strange. Basil on something sweet.
Am I something sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a sweetie, not a meanie. I've been a sweetie so far on the street.
I'm always so impressed by... Oh, you can do those rolls on the stairs, okay.
Yeah, you can do them wherever.
Okay.
It doesn't save that much time compared to like jump and weapon switch, but over the whole bridge at the top it saved like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Igor?
So nothing at all, basically. Okay. What?
Igor, can I do you wherever?
Anyway. Let's look at the Argus.
I'm not sure the answer is yes, sure anymore. Hello, the chat. Man back. Okay, so his Argus
if he gets
80%.
that, if he gets that first try without anything.
Okay, the camera is too bad. Oh boy!
He still gets it. He still gets it.
That was super.
He saved it, crazy. And yep, I tell you, this record is insane. No mistakes, almost.
No mistake. And I remember like 3-4 months ago, he was attracted by this, the no mistake and just the something clean, as you said. And that's super cool, because in the end I see it's like a style. I think it's a very important part of emergent gameplay and what we do sometimes with games, making them other games somehow. Not so much on Shadow of the Colossus, but using those skips and tricks and glitches, it can. We are actually playing another game, and I think it's very important, the style element of it. You can express yourself somehow with your gameplay, and I think it's very visible, and we all have a kind of style in our run practice.
Yeah, for sure. A world record run by Hammer would look differently than a Sean run.
Yeah.
Because Hammer has all those crazy things going on, and some fail, some don't, but he just does like the...
It looks like genius peaks and also...
Peaks and lows, yeah.
Yeah.
With Sean, it's like one consistent line. with little ups and downs.
Yeah, a consistent line that went like this, just without any nuances possible into the sky.
And it was like, wait, can he do that? Is that allowed? How can he just not mess up a skip? Jesus.
No, this is so cool because in the end it's like, and you know, it's. I think we can say it's in a huge part this event Speedon that is responsible for such a motivation. And that's cool, super cool.
Igor?
Yeah.
Do you like hot chocolate?
Yeah.
I made you some hot chocolate. Look.
Oh, it's like the ghost Pokemon.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fun.
it's the
Yeah, but
candle,
this one would be the
stuff.
hardest to this one would be the hardest to recreate IRL because all it is basically we need a cup that looks like Litwick. Then just
buy our merch, Pokemon said.
Wait, Azama, do you like pasta?
Ah, yeah, pasta. I love that. Yeah, I eat pasta almost every day.
Yamper pasta.
What is that?
Yamper.
Yamper? I don't know. Sorry.
You don't know Yamper? The little electric dog?
Ah, the Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. Ah,
Yeah.
it's the ugliest Pokemon ever. Yeah, I see.
It's not the ugliest.
It's the little bulldog. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I just hate it so much. Sorry. I think I see which one it is. Sorry. I know when I saw that thing attacking me in the grass first time I played, I was like, oh, so scared. Like if I played some horror game.
Oh, Slowsia.
Yeah.
It will be next on the New Game Plus run. That will be interesting.
Ah, so yeah, he will do the.
He's
the
resetting
bomber.
to go to Slowsia.
Cool.
That one in New Game Plus is very cool.
And in the end, you're supposed to save time. Yeah.
Yeah, what I would do is get the Dormant Sword now, and then you have the Dormant Sword for Malus as well. That's the time save. I'm not sure if it goes for it though.
Igor, these two gummy bears are stuck together, and like the pineapple one has its like face stuck to the apple crotch. He's just eating him out of the bag.
Oh look, he does it. He actually listened to me.
Be careful, I don't want Twitch to.
Oh yeah.
That's just gummies.
Bear pornography on live stream.
Igor, can we be like these gummy bears?
Stop
it. I'm gonna eat them both while they're eating each. Oh, the penis is really chewy.
Destroyed. Azama's Azama's banned forever.
Banned forever. So hardcore bear.
Azama, do you like waffles?
Do you like what?
Waffles.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles.
Okay, sorry, I heard brothers. I'm not sure it's the same thing.
Waffles.
I don't know what it is. Sorry. Oh no, Agro is dying. But how did he save so much time then?
Where? On Argus?
Agro is dying. Isn't he supposed to skip that? I
don't
remember.
It's an unskippable cutscene.
I'm joking. I would have believed the great IncepSean could make a.
Just keep aggro, just catch him, and
instead of getting world record, trying to figure out a way to save aggro. That's a good Shadow of the Colossus player.
Running through, dodging everything like on Bassaran. Remember, imagine that.
Or you make the point you start to go onto the bridge. You do something to getting climbed that same way IncepSean, like a 45 angle. Up directly to Malus, and you go with aggro avoiding the the bombs. So epic. Putain, it will be so cool to have aggro
coming
there.
Up, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot. Celosia actually doesn't work in this one because you lose the bomb barrel. I'm an idiot.
So he doesn't have it. Okay.
No, he can't do it. Sadly,
okay.
You do that in the coin percent run and the New Game Plus no IMG.
Yeah, the coin percent. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's just...
No, the no IMG coin percent run. The glitch run doesn't even fight any Colossi.
There is no execution, no real skill here, but it's interesting to know. I was surprised.
Am I interesting to know?
Yeah, sure.
So you seriously don't know what waffles?
He probably doesn't know the English word.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me find use my French.
Look it up in French.
Yeah.
Look it up in French because you probably won't figure it out by.
God damn it!
You can write it on the chat and I'll translate.
Azama, you're pregnant. Why are you smoking?
Yeah. don't say it, please.
Because I'm drinking and I can't do one without.
I'm trying to be discreet, please.
Oh. I'm sorry.
On the chat. Twitch, please don't say anything.
I just wanted to reference a joke.
Okay, let's see the pitless. No pitless in any percent. Oh,
even
so
Sean
sad.
had.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
You see, so many things. I'm sorry. I know how crazy it is to reach that point, but that's again the same thing. How crazy his runs are.
Do you think he will do early arrow? Do you think he has reballs?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he. I saw him
just
practicing before that, and I insisted. I remember.
By the way, for waffles in French, it's la gaufre.
Ah, la gaufre, bien sûr. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, le girlfriend. Yeah, le girlfriend.
Or le verbiage.
I think if you offer a gaufre to your girlfriend, she'd be very happy. Oh no, he doesn't do the fast arrow in any percent.
Oh no!
I'm so sad.
He chickened out.
Again. So this is...
But I can understand it.
Yeah, of course we can obviously understand it. But
because it's the easy world record, yeah. But that's like the 10 to 15 seconds he will never get back.
We can see open windows. Again, this balance between madness and consistency, it will be just more clearly the fight, the case, the matter since his run.
That's what happens to me whenever I try to do the Sean thing. That's what happens to me.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, really?
Actually,
did
he just re-grab? Wow!
Wow, the save was really sexy, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But milli re-grab.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I would have fallen off and died and cried. That's what would have happened to me. Sean is just like, yeah, let's re-grab, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you could save like 30 seconds on that run.
Yeah, it's just the theory. Then there is always the possibilities, the actual runners, the level of...
Yeah, when I do it, nothing works ever. Exactly.
But just the theory of it shows that we still have open windows in 80%.
Sub 59?
Sub 59, yeah. Yeah, like it was the case for sub 1 minute phalanx. It turned out to be 58. So
68.
Maybe, why not?
Mouse.
Oh, fast, very fast here. No?
Kinda, yeah.
Azama, do you like le girlfriend?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, here's some le girlfriend.
Oh, with honey?
Yeah, it's a combi, and it's got like a honey swirl.
Yeah, nice. And marguerite, the flowers.
The flowers, yeah, and the berries. Do you also like...
In French, we call that marguerite.
Marguerite?
Right.
Oh, then how do you call girls that are named Margaret?
Margaret.
Oh, that's
because it's the name. But you can also call them margarita in Spanish. But that's also a drinking, so it's kind of messy in the end, I guess.
Yeah, French is a weird language.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like a frappe?
Oh yeah, sure, I love that.
Yeah? I have Baniri frappe.
Oh, putain, I don't like this Pokemon. What is he doing in my frappe? Sorry, but the choices are just so wrong.
By the way, I like how the New Game Plus clearly shows how much time you actually save. He's already caught up.
At Malus, putain, yeah, sure. Crazy. We'll see the Malus fight during the credits.
Yeah. He stumbled. That's losing a lot of time, actually.
The pool section. Yeah.
I fumble.
So 121.30. Honestly...
I mean, Moran is very good. Improvable, but still very, very good. No mistakes. No major mistakes.
And we can see only improvements in the splits. No, not exactly. At Dormin, 4 seconds, yeah, Dormin, that was a thing. But yeah, almost everywhere, except Phalanx too.
His any percent definitely up to his, like, what's it called? To his usual quality of his good runs, yeah. I'm interested if Foxy will actually try to like go for sub 1 anymore, or if he just because I think he was talking about learning another speedrun. Maybe he's a little burned out by Shadow of the Colossus.
I understand. Sean told me one thing I'd like to remember and mention here. He deeply hopes that will motivate more than anything, more than demotivate, you know. So
I mean, cool. I will keep running this game for all the time. I don't care. I will try my best. At least 20% hard world record I will try to take back, unless he gets to sub 109 before I even get the chance to run again, which, well, I can see happening.
Yeah.
But, can I see happening?
And again, when he says this, he hopes it will be more motivating. It's again related to what I mentioned. Like he showed a clean run with a basic, like a new. It's like the new classic, you know, the new classic, the new fashion. Incep fashion.
Inception style, yeah.
Yeah. And but there is still madness to implement some places.
Yeah, maybe. For sure.
So yes, I agree with him. I consider his work as very motivating, more than the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't have a world record, there's stuff to improve, and someday you get close to that level.
You know,
it's always like that.
Sorry, but way more IL stuff. Maybe a few mistakes, but when he finishes one Colossus, it's just crazy IL strat. It would be here, I think, way more demotivating. Because, okay, you'd see the mistakes, but you also know how crazy each strat is. So it would be like, oh, so stressful.
Yeah, the any percent run is basically...
Here, it's more open.
The most basic, clean way to get through the run. It's basically like textbook, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very... yeah, what everyone is aiming for, but nobody's quite able to do before him.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that's about it.
So yeah, when do you want us to stop?
I guess after he kills Malice on New Game Plus would be a good moment. Yeah. Maybe go forward to show his in-game time. Like to the moment you can just skip through.
Yeah. The music. The music faster.
The Dormant Sword on Malice, by the way. 2-shot.
Wait, yeah. By the way, has IncepSean been in this Twitch stream chat at all?
I don't think so, but he will watch with VOD. I will upload it on our channel, since it's our format. For the first time ever, we're actually looking professional. I will have to, like... get on Azama's level from now on somehow.
Anything, I would gladly spend time to figure out something for you. Sorry?
Wait, what's he up to right now?
Me?
No, IncepSean, what's he doing?
I really don't know, but I think I will switch off the stream like this. So yeah, goodbye everyone, and finishing the video.
Yeah, thank you so much, Azama, for making this possible.
Congrats, thank you both. And congrats to Sean again, of course. To me, it opens just another big window big window for the Shadow of the Colossus stuff. So that's super cool. So yeah,